Hello, love. You alright?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
alright. Are
I'm
you?
2 minutes late.
I've set you at 5 to. Ready,
I know,
born
yeah,
ready.
I know.
Always,
Sorry.
always ready. I'm early for everything. Just
I'll tell you what, I'll let you in on a little secret, right?
go on.
The biggest complaint that my friends would have about me is that I am always late. Always.
Mine always complain that I'm early.
Yeah, so he said.
Get that complaint all the time.
Anyway, we're here now. So, how are you? How's the
I'm
week
very
been?
well. Yeah, not bad. It's been busy. Tired today. I've been training with Jamie the last 2 days.
Yeah, you've
Uh,
had an exciting week.
yeah, not like Jamie's a big believer in to get the best out of me. You know, flogging me every day is not going to do it. You know, which
Hmm.
is which is probably right. So good though. Good. I think we're on a similar wavelength of what we think will get the best out of me, what will work, and like the same with Aaron Barker. I respect Jamie as a bloke, but as a fighter as well.
Hmm.
Fighter, same as Darren was.
So, in terms of the strategy, like this week, first week going in, has it just been kind of like, show me what you can do and we'll build from there? Or what has it been like?
Well, yesterday went in the gym and I think he wanted just to show me a few things that he thought would work for me.
Yeah.
I did them. I agree. Got on my feet. I got to work more. Got to use my feet more. I always laugh. People always say he's so unathletic, Dave Allen. I was a great athlete. I was a track and field superstar back in the day. Very athletic, but Adam Boo said to me, Adam Boo said, you're very athletic, but your legs have stopped working because you've got fat, lazy, you don't work, you don't use something, it'll just not work anymore. Same with
Mm.
anything, you know? So yeah, Jay just said do that. I did him. He was happy with what I was doing. Today we went through like just a circuit that they all do, you know. I did it first. And then I sat back and watched Frampton, MartinMurray, you know, watched them do it. And yeah, just bedding myself in, you know. I might be fighting 10 week tomorrow. Maybe this is a breaking Fighting at TV exclusive. Yeah, I'm fighting 10 weeks on the Whyte Povetkin pay-per-view card. I may be on there. No opponent confirmed. No nothing like that. Just a maybe. But yeah, so I've got something to aim for now. So I'm enjoying it in the gym. I want to train. Like, I'm looking forward to Monday already. I want to be in there. I want to. You know, it's nice. I want to impress not only Jamie. You know, you got Carl Frampton in the gym. Want to be my favourite fighter. Loads of fighters in there. So for the first time since I was ready for the Lucas Brown fight, I'm excited about boxing again. I'm enjoying it, so it's good.
Well, this is very exciting news because I did watch your IFL interview last night with Hughie Fury, and I was like, okay, well, that kind of that's off the table. It looks like we're probably not going to see Dave this summer. So this is huge news.
Yeah, I don't think it's not necessarily going to be the Huey fight. The IFL interview was awkward because I've known Huey a lot of years. Like we've known each other 8 years, and his dad. I look up to his dad massively. He trained me for the fight. I spent a lot of time with him. Peter, like I said yesterday, is the only man close to what Brendan Ingle was. That I,
Mm.
you know, like an older man that you just respect. Like you can't help but like you got a respect for him, and I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is, but he demands it. You know, without even training for
Mm.
it, he demands respect. Like you just respect him automatically. Same as what I was like with Brent. So it was awkward. Didn't think the fight was really gonna happen. I like the fella, so it was a bit like, oh, what do you want me to say? So I think I might box in August. I think I'm going to box August, September anyway. But it may be on that card. It's only a maybe, but it's a possibility now. So it gives me. I want to be in the gym, but it's a definite kick up the arse. So it's like, yeah, let's get going now. So yeah, it's all good news.
Great news. This is a great development. Because this chat was kind of about, how's training going. It was sort of
Yeah,
going to be more of a relaxed, how are you settling into new life. But that's now that you have something, like you say, to put a bit of a fire under you, that kind of amps things up a little bit with Jamie and the lads in the gym.
yeah, but like I said with Jamie, Jamie's thinking is just to get the best out of me, just to coax me along. You get the naughty horses.
Yes.
They got a bit of talent. The horse has got a bit of talent, but don't really like going to the track some days. Sometimes you get on the gallop, sometimes it fires up the gallops, it races up, and you think, oh, God, he's good here. No, this horse is good. Gets to the track and he sulks or don't quite come together or whatever. So I think, I spoke to Jamie, I think his idea of getting the best out of me is what's going to work. You know, I'm a bit of a complex character. Don't mean no bad by it, but I'm hard work to deal with sometimes.
So is this something that you pre-warned Jamie about? Like, did you say, this is how I work best? This is kind of where my complexities maybe lie? And did he say, you know, okay, I take that on board and we just see how we get on?
Not really, no, because Jamie, the same I was with Darren, the same with Peter, the same with Brendan as a kid. I'd run through a wall for him. If they told me it was good for me to run through a brick wall, I'd try and run through it, you know. But I think obviously he's watched me over the years, as a lot of boxing people do. You know, they've watched me, they've seen my complexities, they've read my story, they know what I'm about. And he's smart. He's a smart fella, you know. He knows his boxing is successful. So I just happen to agree that this is the way to go about it, and I'm really happy with it. Same that similar to what Darren did. Darren did it a similar way, you know. The Brown fight, we got the Brown fight so right, and I think that's what's going to happen here. So I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to leave us a world titles or nothing, but it's going to bring the best out of me wherever that'll take me.
You know, speaking of Darren, you put up that post during the week, and I love your little tribute to him, which he commented on, you know, and talking about he'd love to see you win the British title and do that in your career going forward. But a lovely gesture for you to do that. And like, I mean, I think after you stopped working with him, there was a lot of like speculation, like, why did you stop working with them? What they had a falling out? And it was just kind of like a little sort of, you know, something for the public to see that the relationship that you did have was purely genuine. Because when you were working with him, I think that was one thing that everyone was taken aback by, was how much you really had a mutual respect and love for each other.
Well, me and Darren met when I boxed me in Ebo, which was Ritz and Patera card in Newcastle. So, you know, before you box, I'm always in the bar. You know, I don't drink or nothing anyway, but never mind when I'm boxing, but I'm always out and about. Everyone's in there. You know, we met Eric Bischoff that week. I went with security to go meet Eric Bischoff. It was great. So, yeah, we were in a taxi just randomly the night before I boxed, straight in the taxi. So, anyway, I spent a lot of time with Darren that week, and it was good. And then I boxed a month later against Bracamonte, and Darren was in the car on the way to the venue. Spent a lot of time with him, and we became mates. You know, me, him, and Danny and Monty, like, we were pals and having a bit of a crack. But I had a couple of fights as well at the same time. And then we boxed there, and then I was ready for Lucas Brown. I was training for 2 or 3 weeks with Mick Marsden, my old coach, and I had a bit of a funny turn. I went to my ex-girlfriend's house. I locked myself in the house for 4 or 5 days, and I didn't go anywhere. I ignored everyone. I didn't even text Danny for 4 or 5 days. I ignored everyone. I was in a proper bad way, and then after 3 or 4 days, I was starting to feel a bit more back to normal. And I just rung Darren. I've not spoken to him really, and I rung him and I said, "Can I come down?" And he went, "Yeah, of course you can." I said, "Come down. Have a couple of days. Don't worry about the training. We'll do a bit of training, but don't worry about it. Come down, let's get your head sorted." I went down for a couple of days. We had the best laugh ever. The training just went right, and it was just enjoyable. It was 7 weeks. I think it was maybe 6 weeks, and it was just like spending time with my mate. We did a bit of training. Didn't feel like training. And I think that's what it's going to be like here with Jamie. But Darren's the nicest fella in the world. You know what I mean? No one can say a bad word about Darren because there's nothing bad to say about him. And if they did, I won't allow it. No, he's just a proper genuine bloke. And anyway, so after the fight, a lot of people go, "Oh well, Darren Barker, this Darren Barker, like, he was the greatest trainer ever after the Brown fight." You know, so good trainer, but he's so busy, Darren. He works on Match Room. He's got kids. He's got a great family. He's got so much going on. And after the fight in the hospital, I was laid down in the bed just having my scans and that, and I looked up at him and I was really upset and. I had tears in my eyes, and I went down and I said, "I don't think I can do this anymore, mate, to be honest." Because I didn't know about the concussions on my spine. Didn't know anything like that. I just felt like I'd quit in the corner, to be honest. And I was heartbroken. And I looked up at him and I was really upset. And I said, "Darren, I don't think I can do this anymore, mate. I think it's over. Like, I'm done." And he looked at me, and Darren, they didn't tell me at the time, but Danny and that said, Darren was like crying, like, really upset in the waiting room, not showing what's going off. So and then when I heard that, I was really upset because Darren's my friend, you know. So there was never I've never had a falling out with him in the whole time I've known him. It was just a case of, if anything, Darren's too nice to be a boxing trainer. And that's a great compliment. He's forgot more about boxing than I know, but he's just, I don't know, I just want Darren to be happy. And he is happy, but I want him to be happier. Do you know what I mean? In here, I just think, fucking hell, I hope fucking Darren's all right today.
But it was a lovely sentiment. But I must ask, let's get back to the now, to the present. When you went into the gym yesterday, because obviously, as I say, Carl Frampton is, you're a big fan.
Yeah, I'm not told him that.
I'm going to tell him. I'm going to text him after this and be like, fanboy. No, but, did you have that moment? Like, what happens, like, when you go in? Is it kind of like first day of school where you kind of, like, are going around saying hello to everyone? Or, is everyone just kind of keeping to themselves and then you have a bit of banter at the end of the session? Like, what way does it work?
Well, Jamie got me and Danny there, really, so we could train. So we trained, and then... I've met Carl a few times, but I'm a massive Carl Frampton fan. I'm not going to tell him that, but he's my favourite. He's my favourite fighter. Him and Tyson, my two favourite fighters. I love Carl Frampton. Stephen Ward I never met before, but a gent, you know what I mean. And Jack Capsule was in today. I've known Jack Capsule a lot of years. I don't know him well, but I've known him for years. Big fan of him as well. Akib Fiaz was in, lovely kid. MartinMurray. I'm a big MartinMurray fan. When I see MartinMurray, I resort to being a 15-year-old, like I see today. And I seen him and I went, all right, mate. You know what I mean? I was like, 15 again, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, not bad, mate. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, nice one, mate. Then when he left, you like, see you later, lads. And I was like, yeah, bye, Martin. You know what I mean? You resort to being a little kid around people like that. Cause I've got a lot of admiration for him. So just resort back to being a kid around him. And when I'm with Carl, like, try and play it cool, but I probably look a bit of a geek. But it's great. It's great, and like I say, he's getting me in early and wants to get me a little bit fit to keep up with him, because these are all world class fighters, and bring out the best of me. But yeah, as a boxing fan, it's fantastic. It's really nice.
Good, I'm delighted for you. You can tell in your face that you've had a good week, and it's an exciting time.
No, you know what it is. It's just all I need in life to be happy is a bit of direction.
Yes.
That's all I need. A bit of direction. I've got a bit of direction. I'm all right. Even if it wasn't boxing life, if I've got something coming up and I've got something to aim on and focus on, I'm all right, and whether it's boxing or be it anything else, I'm all right. So yeah, I feel really good, I'm around good people. That's the key. The nice people, and I think with Jamie, the thing why I want to work with Jamie as well, on top of all that, on top of how good he was as a boxer and the fights he's got in the gym, my dad said to me, my dad's always been very funny who I train with. My dad's like, look, I trained you from a kid. He said, I trained you. He said, you were unbeaten national champion when I trained you, and you fucked off. So, and my dad had 100 fights amateur and pro, you know what I mean, good fighter. And he said, David, he said, he's got to be a good trainer. He said, because you Carl Framptons and that we ain't going to be getting trained by no one that don't know what they're on with. So he said, get your head down, train hard, and you'll get you'll do whatever you meant to do, whatever that is. So all good this end, yes.
That's a lovely interaction with your dad there. That's a get the head down, and he knows what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. That's what that sounds like.
My dad's my biggest critic, but he believes in me more than anybody.
Yes.
He always says to me, he says, David, he gets really upset. He says, David, like, a lot of people think you're no good. And he goes, I've seen you in the gym, sparring world champions, and you fucking, and I just look at him and I just think, why would you not train? What are you doing? And I said, well, it's what you did 35 years ago, you daft swat. You know what I mean? So,
which is probably why he's giving you such a hard time about it, right?
Yeah. But you know what? I'm not going to sit here and say, I want to do this and that. I'm going to put my nut down, do my best, apply myself the best I can, see what happens.
Brilliant. I'm delighted for you. Well done.
I'm not done it yet.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. So we are going to do a little name game.
I've got 10 names. The first 10 famous people that came to mind. Well, 9 famous. 9 famous, 1 not so much.
Did you just do people?
Just 10 famous people, yeah.
Okay, so I have 10. It's mostly people, but there's like 2 places.
One's a fictional character.
Okay.
Of a TV program.
Okay, so we'll do the 10. I also have 5 boxers as well. So for anyone that doesn't know how the name,
we'll do one at a time. as well.
Okay, yes, okay, perfect. As I said, you are the boss, the
So it's
creative.
one word, only one word answer.
Oh.
One word answer. It's one word answer, isn't it? Yeah. If possible, where possible.
Okay. But before we do that, do you have anything else that you'd like to add? And we're going to ask some of fan questions at the end as
Nothing
well.
else to add. I've been so excited. I've written it down on a piece of paper, all names and that.
I can't believe you now have pen and paper. Look how we are progressing as the weeks go on, huh?
Personal honor. You know, if I'm going to take 50% of 5 Minute TV, you know what I mean? I need to earn it.
Right, listen to me. So that's all our news wrapped up. The questions at the end. I don't know what's going on this week, but there was a ridiculous amount of questions that came in.
Well, it's good to hear.
So thank you to everyone who put in a question.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll go first. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Elton John.
Oh, God, this is really hard, Dave.
Elton John.
Piano.
I would have said Rocket Man.
Is that how it works? Okay, so it's the first word that
First
comes
word.
in.
So as soon as you say something to me, like if you said to me, well, we'll see in a minute. I'll tell you. First thing, you can't. You thought too long there. You got to think less.
Right. Razor Ramon.
Chico.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, there we
Chico
go.
with the toothpick. Drew Barrymore.
Scream.
Okay.
Phil Taylor.
Darts. That's so hopeful, isn't it? Darts, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, 2 points.
Roy Keane.
The greatest.
Greatest will do, not the greatest. That's 2 words.
All right, Dad. Ruby Walsh.
Shit
You're
house.
thinking.
Shit house. Used to fall off the last all the time. When I used to be a mad gambler, yeah, you on your last one, you had a treble or something, 3-1 on, about to jump off the last, fucking hell, just pop it, Ruby, pop it. Oh, he's on fucking
Okay,
again, man.
who is your
Don't get me
favourite?
started. Tony McCoy is the greatest hockey of all time. Ruby Walsh, yeah, great,
I
great.
had Tony McCoy written down, and then I was like, he's not going to. I bet you won't know who Tony McCoy is. That was my ignorance.
Tony McCoy's my favourite. Ruby Walsh, yeah, great horseman, great jockey, yeah. Fell off at the last too many times for me. Makes me fume. Next.
What about Lester Pickett while we're at it?
Yeah, well, you might have been alive when he was about, but I weren't. Right. Next. George Harrison.
The Beatles. Oh no, can I go again?
Yeah, go.
Religion.
All right, okay.
Why am I thinking religion? What religion was he? Was
Here
it
comes the
Hindu?
sun.
Yeah, but was
was
it Hindu or Buddhism that he was?
tell you.
Okay.
I was singing that song at the time, and we're all
I
right.
see. It's if you would like to sing that song.
I'm all right. Let's go.
Glenn Campbell.
Cheetah lineman. It was a lineman for the county, wasn't it?
I thought you were going to say Rhinestone Cowboy.
Good Riddance Time of Your Life, the Green Day cover, probably the best work of his, but it wasn't his work, so I'd have to go for Cheetah lineman, then Rhinestone Cowboy, then probably Galveston. Right. Okay. Denzel Washington.
A babe.
You're not playing the game right. A babe is 2 words.
Okay, babe.
Attractive. Yeah. Attractive, a babe. Right. Love Denzel Washington. Greatest actor of all time. Next.
He is a good. And you know, I've been asking that quarantine question on most of my interviews, and I'm surprised at the amount of men who dropped Denzel Washington in there.
What do you mean for the people that want to spend time with?
Yeah.
Intelligent man. I saw something earlier, yeah, and he said, if you watch the news, you're misinformed, and if you don't, you're uninformed. I'd rather be uninformed than misinformed. Next.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
So this is... It's not a person. The St. Ledger.
Done it.
Yeah.
The Ledger.
It's a race course in Doncaster.
The last horse home in the St. Ledger's got snow on its tail. My dad used to say that constantly. From as soon as like Royal Ascot had done, yeah, they were like, Leisure soon, September. Last horse home, snow on its tail. I'm like, yeah, all right, next one, nice one.
Yeah,
right.
It's every September.
Are you ready? This will make you laugh because we had a good discussion about this man. Brian O'Driscoll. Who's his best mate? Go on, who's his best mate that you can remember that time? Brian O'Driscoll, go on.
Spud.
Yeah, but it was his mate.
Who is Spud?
Ronan O'Gara. Come on.
Yeah, but why? What were we saying about him again?
Because we were on about Brian O'Driscoll, a rugby player, and I said the other one. I said, who are the two greatest of this generation Irish rugby players? Brian O'Driscoll and Ronan O'Gara, and you didn't know the other one.
Yeah, so I obviously didn't let it soak in, did I? Fucking hell. Yeah, he's a spud. A good spud, though.
Yeah.
Do you understand what that means? It's kind of an Irish term.
A spud's a potato where I'm from.
Spud is a potato, but you describe it. You'd use it to describe someone over here, like he's a bit of a spud, as in he's a bit of a GA head. He's a bit of a rugby head. GA is GA. It's the
great rugby player, though, nonetheless.
Fantastic rugby player, and he's very funny as well. Lovely man, lovely wife as well. Peep show. You're
Big
losing
Sue.
at your own.
Big Sue's, yeah, but it's 2 words. I'm trying to get Big Sue's in there.
You can have 2 words. Sorry.
Big Sue's.
What does that mean? I don't watch Pete. What does that mean?
Big Sue's. That's how I describe that.
Oh, is that a character in it? All right, it's your turn.
Danny Morrell.
Legend.
Oh,
Legends.
come on, man.
Legends.
I expected better there.
Oh, so did I, but I couldn't say what I was about to say. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
The greatest. Genius. Yeah. Pioneer. Any of the above. I was talking about him earlier, actually, because I met him last year at Champneys at the Spa.
No way.
I was one of the only times in my life I've been a bit like, oh my God, it's Ronnie O'Sullivan. Happened with Ronnie O'Sullivan and happened with Tony McCoy. They're probably 2 of the only times, and John Murray as well. Probably 3 times I've been starstruck.
And did he know who you were?
No, but he knew Darren, so.
Oh, that's
he knew Darren,
good.
And I was like, I'm a boxer trained by Darren Barker.
But he knows who you are now. Oh my God, you should get in touch with him to go to your fight. Or we can't really have people if you're fighting in the summer.
Yeah, probably won't be invited.
Is it your go or my go?
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Harvey.
Can you remember him?
I was so in love with Harvey.
Do you remember
again?
Harvey? Libby. Remember Libby?
Libby, yeah, she was such a bitch.
Hilda, Zelda.
Okay,
no,
who did
was it Hilda?
Hilda and Zelda.
Zelda, Salem, the talking cat.
Yes.
Great program.
My cat was called Salem. I called my cat Salem after it.
Never.
I did. Who did you prefer, Hilda or Zelda?
Hilda.
Yes.
She was the funny one, wasn't she? But Zelda had a bit about her, though, to be honest.
Yeah. Can you remember what their band was? Remember when they went to the school? Libby had a band, and then Sabrina. Remember that she drank the pop.
Can't remember.
Either can I. I thought you'd know that. That's.
I was watching Keenan and Kel the other day. When I watched Keenan and Kel, I think Sister, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Rumford Rejects, all of them, one after the other on the band.
Sister was like literally my favorite show ever. Loved it.
Who else?
Can you remember? Who?
Remember Moesha? Usher were in that as a kid.
Moesha, yeah. What? Brandy. That was Brandy.
Yeah, Moesha, yeah.
Can you remember Clarissa Explains It All?
Yeah, I think that was a bit after my time.
It was actually before your time.
Why are you watching these? You're about 30, man. What were you doing?
Sorry, Dave. You're nearly 30. I was 35, okay? 2 years. Once you go over that 30 bridge,
I think 29 is old.
Not going to let up on your
29 sounds older than 35.
No, it doesn't. 35 is 35.
All right, next one.
If you look this good at 35, you'd be doing well, okay? The Notebook.
Favourite film?
Is it?
One of them, yeah. Training Day, Casino, Notebook, Dear John, Goodfellas, probably making my top 5, to be honest.
What? Dear John?
Dear John, love Channing Tatum. I think he's a great actor. Underrated, looks a bit like me, some say. No?
No comment.
Donald Trump.
A wanker.
Right. Right then. Let's hope he's not watching this.
I'll never get an interview with him now. Misunderstood. Okay, final question before we move on.
I've got one left.
Yeah, I've got
You
one
should have
left.
two left. You should have two left.
Well, no, Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I
10.
started first.
Yeah. So I'm going to say one, and you're going to say one.
Oh, yeah,
you obviously have 11 then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What 10?
I don't know how that's worked.
All right,
Kelly Jones.
Gravel.
Interesting.
He's got a great voice. I think he's probably one of the greatest.
Oh yeah, okay, gravelly voice.
What did you think I was saying gravel for? Just a random gravel?
No idea. Thought you were going to be like, I don't know, gravel, name of a Stereophonic song or something. I hadn't heard.
Great voice.
Do you think he might have it might be the most favourite of voices that you would listen to?
Tom Jones as well. Both Welsh. Funny. It's funny one, that one, isn't it? Coincidence. Kelly Jones, Tom Jones, both called Jones as well. Tom Jones, Kelly Jones, Kenny Rogers, John Denver, Dolly Parton, top 5.
That's an eclectic mix. Okay, who's your last one?
Lydia, DES, DOLLES.
That's me.
Yeah, I know, but I can't say your second name. I should probably know by now, but I don't.
Day-Doll.
All right, Lydia Dado.
Jiu-Jitsu.
2 words again, but it's fine.
Come on. That's cheating. Okay, I have one more. David Allen.
I don't think 1 word's enough.
Well.
I would say so many words to use, but I would go for misunderstood as well. Me and Donald Trump are like just so misunderstood.
You're not misunderstood.
Yeah.
Well, okay, maybe a little bit misunderstood, but I just don't want you putting yourself in the same bracket as Donald Trump. Not yet, anyway. Wait a couple of years. Okay, so I have 5 boxers because I was like, I wanted to add a little bit extra. Oh, wait, hang on. What would you say for me? Don't be rude.
Being rude.
Don't be bold.
Take the B off. Take the B off.
B.
Bold.
Old. Oh, old.
It's all a joke, isn't it? That you're really old. I would say, listen, I tell everyone that says to me, says, you know that Irish bird? Do you know that Irish bird?
Yeah.
And you know what I say to them?
You tell them I'm really old.
No. They say, you know that Irish bird, yeah? And I know what's coming. And I go like this, I go, no. I said, she's the best. I said, she's one of the best at what she does. A lot of respect for her. Great friend of mine. Great worker. Great character. Kind woman. Good art. Have some respect.
Thank you very much. You're a gentleman.
One word, yeah? One word. Old. Hey.
I'll let you away with it. I wouldn't let anyone else away with that, but I'll let you away with it.
Thank you.
Right. 5 boxers. Well, it's the name game, but you can add a little bit more into it because I want your opinion on each of them.
Well, Roberto, I want to play the same game with you, though.
Okay, perfect.
I'll pick 5 that you've interviewed recently.
All right, now I'm not going to answer it, and I'm not going to implicate myself. Like, don't ask me like, who's your favorite person to interview?
No, just 5 names, just 5 interviews.
Okay.
I've watched recently.
Okay, Roberto Duran.
The greatest of all time.
Why?
Pound for pound, the greatest of all time. He's the best fighter I've seen ever. He's the best all round. He could fight, he could box. So clever. I see people on these fucking. Oh God! You know when people say to me, "Dave, you're shit," yeah. I used to think, "Fucking hell, I wish he thought I was good." I see these same people go, Roberto Duran. He was just a scrapper. And he could punch and that, but he couldn't box. But the best fighter of all time, in my opinion, Roberto Duran.
I agree. I'm reading his book at the moment.
All right, first one for you. A big favourite of ours, Robbie Davies Jr.
Ah, what a hero! Literally, what I said it to you as soon as I interviewed him. I told you, he was one of the nicest guys. It's something. Do you know what? Liverpool fighters, Liverpool people, down to earth. very same as Northern. Would you classify that's Northern, isn't it?
Well, I'm very North, yeah. I'm very Yorkshireman, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of similarities between the Northern.
Yeah, I'm a big
British. Is that way you say it?
Yeah.
And and the Irish.
Good
but
man.
he was super, and he was really honest, and he actually spoke really honestly about moving to Ingle Gym, Dominic Ingle, and dealing with anxiety when he signed with Matchroom about like the pressure of being on the big stage. So really open chat. Okay, my personal favourite fighter of all time, Ricky Hatton.
I love Ricky Hatton, yeah. I used to spar Nathan Gorman a lot. So I used to go and meet Ricky, yeah. Watched me spar a lot of rounds, and it means a lot to me, you know. Just the fact that he was there watching me spar, it was good. He was there a little before my time, I guess, you know. The first Ricky Hatton fighter, so I only watched Mayweather. But as I got into boxing more and I watched his fights and stuff, you know, he's an hero to a lot of people. And a really, really good fighter. His best thing for me when he beat Collazo, when it was a welterweight. And he wasn't a welterweight, was he? And he only won it by the skin of his teeth, but tough, brave. He just top class, wasn't he?
Amazing,
top class. And there's for Britain, you know, how many fighters in Britain had proper top class? Well, loads of amazing fighters, of course, but how many elite fighters have we had in the last 20 years? Probably count them on one hand, and he's one of them.
100%.
All right, number 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick you my 5 favourite boxers, my personally 5 favourite. So Robbie's one of them.
Yeah.
Willie Hutchinson.
Again, one of the nicest guys. Great character. Also at Ingle Gym. What stood out for me when I interviewed him? Oh, the fact that he's so young and he's basically set his mind to now having this career, and like he's just moved himself, moved his wife down to Sheffield, fully dedicating his time to it. A good character. Great guy.
I'll tell you a great story about Willie, what he told me.
Go on.
He told me that when he was about 12 years old, he wrote on a piece of paper, Willie Hutchinson, world amateur boxing champion, world professional super middleweight champion. And he's already ticked one of them. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
So when he said that to me, and the kind of character, I don't know him amazingly well, but I thought, you know what, I won't rule this fucker out doing exactly what he says. Do you know what I mean? And I looked at him and I thought, he will be fucking world champion. Do you know what I mean? The kind of kid I believe in.
When did he say that to you?
February. When I last boxed, he was at the show. Obviously, Kel boxed and Barry, and he was there, and he told me that there. Yeah, right. I like Willie a lot. I like him a lot. Yeah.
Nigel Benn.
I love Nigel Benn.
I love Nigel Benn too.
Nigel Benn, and his son. I love Connor as well. Really, really nice kid. Yeah. No, I said Nigel Benn again, a little bit before my time.
Please tell the story again about when he came in backstage, because I love that story and I want to hear you say it off like 60.
I was boxing Nick Webb, yeah.
Yeah.
So the day of the fight, I didn't want to box. I wasn't ever going to pull out, but I didn't want to be there. I was just thinking, I really don't want to be here, you know what I mean? I thought, 5 weeks ago, I got battered by a yoke and I weren't very well, and I thought something bad might happen. I had a feeling that something bad was going to happen to me. Anyway, so I'm in the changing rooms, getting my undrops, just thinking, oh God, I can't wait for this to be over. And just felt an hand on my shoulder. And as I felt it, I just felt the whole room, just like, I saw Danny, especially at the time, young kid, just turned 16. I just saw Danny like that. And I thought, who's grabbing me here? So I turned around, I thought, looked at him, looked away, and then looked back up again and gone. I thought, I think that's nice one, man. So I turned around, stopped wrapping my hand, shook his hand, and he just said, a very good friend of mine, he's a big fan of yours. He's a really big fan of yours. And then he went, and then I can't remember the exact word, but I think he went, and so am I. And I went, and I was just like, I just looked at him, and I just went, and I just went, I said, oh, thanks a lot for coming in. I appreciate it. And he went, no, I've come to see you. I want to see you. And I was just there, and he just went, look, so you're boxing tonight. So I'm boxing Nick Webb. So how do you feel? I went, well, I don't feel that great. And he just went, look, he said, I can't remember the exact words, but he said something like, he says, you're a good fighter, go out there, relax, enjoy it, make him miss, use your jab, make him miss, have a walkabout, you'll get to him. And as soon as he said that, and as soon as I shook his hand and he shook everyone's hand, I just thought, I'm going to fucking do this bastard. I thought, he's having it in. And I genuinely think if Nigel Benn wanted to come in the change rooms, I wouldn't have won the fight. switched me on. Like when I boxed Nick Webb, first 3 rounds I lost them, but I knew what I was doing. I was under control. The whole fight was under control. I was never out of first gear, but I was switched on, and that was him. I thought, fucking hell, he's going to. I bet he's out there watching. What bloody hell? Where is it?
Did you ever get an opportunity to say that to him since, to tell him about like the impact that it had?
I seen him after the fight. I stood down and I said, look, thanks for coming. I said, I really appreciate it. And he just went, no. So that was all you. It was a great moment, to be honest. And obviously, his son Connor's a bit of a star in his own right. He's a little star in it, and he's probably going to be one. But every time I see Connor, I mean, I try and not make a fuss of him, but I think a lot of him.
Yeah.
And he's the nicest kid anyway. But I'll never forget that. And Danny always mentions it. When Danny says what were his favourite moment, he always says, "And when that's when can we change him?" I go, yeah, fucking mad, wasn't it?
It's such a story. It's such a story.
Right.
Oh yeah.
My turn again. Trying to think of fighters I like. Shouldn't be this hard. Right, that's 2. Robbie Davis, Willie Hutchinson. We'll keep on the Ingle theme, and we'll go for someone I've known a very, very long time. Kid Galahad. Have you had him on yet?
No, I can't get in touch with him. So if you want to help me out getting an interview with him,
I'll drop him
no problem.
I knew from the first day in the gym he was going to be world champion. He hasn't been world champion yet, but he will be.
One word when I think about Kid Galahad is goosebumps. Mainly from when I had Dominic Ingle on, and he spoke about him starting in the gym, and about like his dad Brendan saying to him like, this kid, like, he's just rocked up, like, make him do, like, get him to do hours of footwork, get him to do hours of things that the normal kid would just pack it in and be like, I'm never going back there again, like testing him, and he stood it out. Just stuff about saying like he's the first in, he's the last to leave, his capacity to learn, he never ceases to learn, so just that. Amazing.
Yeah,
I've never met him. I'm dying to meet him.
Barry's one of them, like, I remember even being a kid when I first started at the gym. Brendan would always say, that's the next champion there, Barry. And everyone was like, yeah, Barry's going to be the next champ. He's going to do this, he's going to do that. He was always just a grafter, Got a lot of admiration for him. Yeah, good, brilliant fighter, I think. Big fan as a fighter, I think he's great.
Really good fighter. Rocky Marciano.
I've never really watched much of his fight. I've only seen him knock Joe Louis out. It's the only one I've seen. I couldn't say he's one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. He's only weighed 13 stone. But in his day, for his size and whatever else, obviously an unbelievable fighter, But,
why do you think he's up there with the kind of like, when you think about like names of the past, he's kind of in the top 10 that people know and remember?
Unbeaten record. 100 years' time, look at Joe Calzaghe, 46, Flamer, 50, There must have been brilliant, and he must have been. But for me, I never really watched much of him, to be honest. People always say, do you watch a lot of Rocky Marciano? And I'd say, not really, mate. I've not really watched anything of him. I don't really watch boxing that far back, know. I watched a lot of 80s and 90s boxing. That's the era I like watching. I like watching James Toney, Buddy McGirt. Like, a lot of people don't realise. They just see him train now. Fucking unbelievable. Bernal Whitaker, Livingston Bramble. I watch all these kind of fighters. That's why I modelled Danny's style off. I just love watching them.
Have you been watching anything with the 2 Irish brothers that are over? Well, they're with Freddie Roach now, the McKenna brothers.
I've never seen them box, but I've seen you talk to them,
So Stevie I interviewed, and when they went to America first, they trained with Buddy McGirt. And they've got some really good stories, and just like...
Unbelievable fight, People don't realise. They're watching... I think he's most well known probably with Gatti, when he started training Gatti for the award fights and the Mayweather fight and other fights Gatti had. But unbelievable fight. I don't think people realise how good he was, to be honest. But anyway, number 4.
Go on.
Is, you know what? This fella is probably one of my favourite men I've met in boxing. Michael Conlan.
Like,
the man, he's just honest and he's just refreshing. He just don't give a fuck. And I like it about him. He's a nice fella, but there's just no bollocks with him, as you like to say.
No bollocks.
He's messing about at all, and I really like him. I think a lot of him.
Yeah, like sometimes when you're talking to Mick, you're like, that's Mick Conlan, but also you forget it's Mick Conlan, and then you realise like what he has actually achieved in his life and how like just how much he's achieved and how much of a good fighter he is, and just he's a wonderful man.
You know what? When I first met him,
but also, can I just say, Dave, as well, I actually am a massive fan of Jamie as well. Like, Jamie's fights, like, talk about wars. Do you know what I mean? Like, just big fan of Jamie as well.
The Nelson fight. Yeah, like I said with Michael, I've seen him in the Olympics. Never really watched any of his pro fights when I met him. And I just started talking to him and just thought, what a bloke. Didn't think about his boxing, just thought, what a bloke. You know, and I followed him ever since.
Good. Well, the last person I have is Carl Frampton.
Love Carl
Frampton. We kind of spoke about him, but so just talk about Carl Frampton again. How much you love him?
You know what? I followed him from near the beginning. My dad was a big Barry McGuigan fan.
Would that have been your dad's favourite fighter?
My dad's favourite fighter. My dad's a big Nazi. My dad, my dad lived with Brendan for a little while. My granddad kicked him out. Brendan took my dad in for a little while, only for a bit, not for long. And he trained my dad as a pro for a few years. Trained him as an amateur. And my dad loved Brendan. He loved Brendan. Do you know what I mean? And I think my dad looked back with regrets that he didn't listen to him. The first gym he took me to, I'd done a month at my local gym. My dad came on and said, you know, you got something about you. He went, you got to go to Brendan's. I said, who's Brendan? He said, the man's a genius, David. Do you know what I mean? Like, and so my dad loved Nazim Hamed, you know. My dad beat Bromley Graham as an amateur. Big fan of Bomber, big fan of Naz, Ryan Rose. Anyone that come out of Brendan's gym, you know, past or present, just that's how you should box. That's how you should box that, David. Look at Ryan, when Ryan Rose used to watch, look at Ryan Rose. That's a fighter. Nazim Hamed, but you know what I mean? He's just, he's got that bias, you know, because he was in the gym himself, but yeah, Carl Frampton. Anyway, but yeah, my dad was a Barry McGuigan fan. Obviously, he said Barry McGuigan was a great fighter. So when he was behind Carl at the start. So and I don't think I was even boxing when he came on the scene. I think it was Satanta or something.
Yeah.
But I used to watch him and I was like, well, this kid will be good. If we were Barry, he'll be good. This kid, that's how my dad said he'll be good in. So I just watched Frampton from the start. Watched him chin Chris Hughes, the Scottish fellow for the Commonwealth, Molitor, Kiko Martinez. And when he beat Santa Cruz, 30th of July 2016, that was, just lost to Dylan Whyte, got back to my little flat, sat down and watched him beat Santa Cruz, and it cheered me up no end. And since then, became a super fan after that, because it cheered me up no end. I might have had a bit of money on him and all.
Jesus.
So yeah.
Did your granddad ever tell you, or did you ever let you know who his favourite fighter was?
Who was that, sorry?
Your granddad.
My granddad's favourite. When I go to my granddad's, we watch a lot of old school boxing. Archie Moore.
Don't know who that is.
He always says to me, Joe Lewis, he says, the best 1-2, the best jab in boxing, 1-2, don't pay. Can't go wrong, David, with a good jab all the time. Puts old school boxing on. My granddad loves boxing, you know. My granddad's dad was a professional.
No way, really?
Yeah, he was a professional in the 20s and 30s. He had about 100 odd pro fights altogether.
No way.
My dad had 100 amateur and pro. You know, I've had a few. So my granddad missing though, didn't box professionally, but yeah, he loves it. Yeah, my whole family's into it.
So did your granddad didn't box at all?
He never boxed at all, no. So yeah, between my great granddad, my dad and me, we've had 300 fights altogether.
No way. See, it's in the blood.
Yeah, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, before we run out of time, I'm going to have a look and see what everyone else wants to ask you. Their questions won't be as good as mine, but I'm only joking. Oh, Ben Wilson has asked a question for both of you. Your proudest self-achievement moments. It doesn't have to be boxing. It doesn't have to be sports. You can go first.
No, you go first. Come on.
Oh, my proudest achievements, proudest moments. I was in a band before I done this, and we were on our first time being on TV in Ireland was a big moment because my parents were actually like, "Oh my God, this is a big deal." And then outside of that, winning a bronze medal in the Europeans in Jiu-Jitsu, and probably my first interview with David Allen. Because it has led to Friday nights with Dave Allen TV.
So I don't think anyone knows about the music. Tell us about the music.
So I was in a band for 10 years before I had a nervous breakdown and started jiu-jitsu, and then which led me on to this career. But I was signed to 2 record labels and I was in it for like 7 years. So that was my job. Traveling the world, being a rock star.
I listened to one of them. Did I listen to one of them?
Yeah, I sent you our album, yeah.
What
did you say? You said it was very good, but you said I think you actually said it sounds a little bit like the Stereophonics, which at the time I was like, that's a weird thing to say. But now that I know you, a massive compliment. So thank you very much.
It's very
Go on, did you answer that?
My proudest moment is when I met Liam, the kid that I took on.
Yes.
He was heading down the wrong path, he was heading for prison, whatever else, and hot-head, lunatic, in trouble. And proudest moment is when I walked into the place where he lives with the baby and the missus, and he was just sat there, and he was doing the parts. He was looking after the baby. He's been looking after the baby. He hasn't been in any trouble since I met him. Doesn't drink anymore. Doesn't do drugs anymore. Doesn't smoke anymore. He's got himself sorted out. Trains really hard. He's had 5 amateur fights. That for me is my proudest thing, and I'm proud of what I've done with Danny. But Danny didn't have the same. I wouldn't say problems, but Liam wasn't afforded the best start in life. But I'm proud that I put him on the right path. I don't take credit for him changing because he's done it himself. He's done amazing. But I'm proud of what he's achieved with me supporting him.
I agree. And you obviously everyone has to save themselves in some capacity, but what would you say? You laid the pathwork.
You know what
had to take the first step.
People always say to me, like, I was never a bad kid, but I was never an angel. You know what I mean? I've been there myself. I don't know what people think. I think sometimes people think I'm a nice, soft guy, but not always been the case. I've had my own problems and own pitfalls that I fell into and done stuff I shouldn't have done. So I understand these kids like that. Do you know what I mean? But you gotta have the intelligence and the thing just to say, I don't want to do that, and that's what I've done with Liam. And when I finished boxing, that's what I was doing for many more as well. So Liam, for me, like you say, you can't change the whole world, but you change the world one person at a time. And I know for a fact Liam's the kind of kid now, he'll do the same for somebody else. And that's what I say to Danny all the time. So Danny, I don't want money back for all the fucking food I've spent on you. Just go and do what I've done for you for someone else. You know what I mean? When he's British champion in 10 years, yeah? You go and sponsor a few kids, or you go and train a few kids and do the thing. That's all I want in return.
And you will. He'll make you proud. Okay. Anthony the Truth Tomlinson. Who is the best looking guy that you know?
Well, we always do the ranking.
Surely it's Danny Morrell.
I always say I don't include myself because it'd be unfair. But Danny and Ant, the battling it out for the top spot. I'm usually head and shoulders above Danny because I'm literally head and shoulders above him. But Ant's part of the 5 foot something club as well, so it's a difficult one. It's close. I'm sorry, I might put a poll up later and see what people
do. Put a poll up. Riley Woo FC has said
West Ham United, yeah.
West Ham United said thoughts on the Dave Allen fan club group chat. Is there a Dave Allen fan club group chat?
I mean, loads of them. I mean, Dave Allen's Barmy Army. I mean, Dave Allen's fan club. I mean, Dave Allen's road.
Put me in one of them. I want an answer.
Dave Allen's road to something. I mean, fucking loads of them. But you know what the thing is, yeah? There's always like, I always it's the same people all the time. Not the people that are in the group chat, but the same people. They get like Darren Till in, Tyson Fury's in. Like all those big names, yeah? And I think they're never going to see this, but I think I've seen it. So I always just reply in the group. I just pop up and just go, yes, boys, how you doing? Have a good day, yeah? And enjoy me replying. So I nip in and out and say, yes, boys, how you doing? It's just nice, isn't it?
That's nuts. Is it it's on Instagram or is it on
Yeah.
WhatsApp?
I just see Dave Allen's Barmy Army or Dave Allen fan club, and I think, oh, well, yeah, I might as well stick my
I
nose in
love
here
that.
and just
So whoever
turn
controls that, add me in that. I want in. Boys, do you know that? Did I tell you? Remember you were you put up another post again, and I was like, and I was said everything is temporary, and you were taking the piss out of me, being like, "That's my line. Stop stealing this."
Yeah.
Well, did I tell you who liked my comments?
Tell me.
Tyson Fury.
What?
It's actually him.
He liked your comments.
He
That you
liked the
told me, yeah.
comments that I put under your post. Actually shit myself when I saw. I got the notification when I logged into Instagram and I was like, the Gypsy King. I was like, that's definitely a fan account. And then I clicked into
Was it the real one?
Huh?
Was it the real account?
Yeah, it was him, yeah.
That's good.
Shitting myself. Carly Louise has said, I'm so glad that you didn't retire. I cannot wait to see you again on my TV.
That's very nice of you to say. Thank you.
Or Pal Frey has asked, do you rate Michael Spinks as a top 5 pound for pound fighter in his prime?
It's difficult to say a lot. I think very unfairly people just look at him. They just watch the Mike Tyson fight. If you say Michael Spinks when he was in that Emil Shitty sent against Tyson and did this, Michael Spinks was one of the best light heavyweights of all time. Top 5 pound for pound ever, I'm not sure, but one of the best light heavyweights of all time for sure, yeah.
Good answer. 28 Ryan Lane has said, could Danny beat up a non-trained, street-hard, 110-kilo guy?
What, in a street fight or a boxing match? In a street fight?
No, in a boxing. I'm going to say in a boxing match. Someone who's come off the street and has no training.
Yeah, Danny would beat the piss out of him.
I'm pretty sure I would beat the piss out of him.
Boxing is it's very hard game. And people look at Danny and go, he's only a little kid. He can box. He's tough. He's clever. He's smart. He's never boxed. People who've never boxed do not understand how hard boxing is.
Yes.
They really don't understand. Like, oh, God, it looks easy. It's fighting. It ain't fighting, really. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's a skill. It's an art. And Danny's 18, but he's good at it, you know? And if you know what? If you're a very good fighter, if you're a good fighter and a grown man, and you're a good professional fighter and a grown man, you'll beat Danny right now. 5 years' time, they might not. But nobody who's never boxed before is going to be a professional boxer in a boxing match. It's just not going to happen.
Well, also, you always hear as well, don't you, where people who maybe grew up in a lot of street fights that then decided to start boxing or MMA, they'll always say, I thought I could fight until I started training properly. And then I realised that I couldn't.
People always say to me, like, oh, well, you know boxing, Dave, do you think it'd help in a street fight? And I think, well, you know what, yeah? So if I'm having a fight in a street fight and some couldn't fucking, what, am I meant just to stand up and box him? Do you know what I mean? You know, bite your fucking ears off. You know what I mean? I'm going to stand there and get behind me jab. I'm not you silly bastard. You know what I mean?
I'm going to get behind me jab. Fucking hell. Jake SWFC has asked, describe Danny in 3 words.
Danny?
Yes. Danny Morrell, the infamous.
He's smart, funny, loyal.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Smart kid, you know. He's smart, he's funny.
I say it to you all the time, but he is so funny. He is so funny.
Me and him will work together to the end. And if one day I turn around and go, Danny, you know what? We've gone as far as we can go together. Go somewhere else. But I'll be behind him 1,000,000%. Whatever happens to the end, and I know that's vice versa as well. People say to me, Dave, why are you mates with an 18-year-old? Or how did it click at the time when it was 15? He was 25. And I say, well, I saw talent in him. A local kid who would never get a chance otherwise. I said, that's one part of it. But I just saw him and I just thought, this fucker's me. They're the same age. Just see it. And he's developed and grown that way. And I will write about it. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Great answer. That's lovely. Mudge, 1985, has asked, what do you think of the football field across the road from Astley VIP?
I've not seen it.
Okay, there you go.
Not seen it.
Lots of people saying, man like Dave Allen. Harry Byrne has said, how would you do against Usyk? What would be the game plan?
You know what? Like, he's special, isn't he? He's
Yes.
very special. And people say, fucking hell, Dave. I've seen people saying, Hughie Fury shot you in 3 rounds. And I think, you know what, fair enough, he's a big favourite in the fight. Or he'd do Dave Allen in 5 rounds of shit. I took Luis Ortiz 7 rounds off the fucking couch, never trained a day. Took Dillian Whyte 10 rounds, only half fit. I'm not getting stopped in 3 rounds by nobody on the planet. Do you know what I mean? So Usyk might beat me, and anyone might beat me. Well, they ain't stopping me in fucking 3 rounds. Wow, they had a bloody shotgun with him or something. What's going off here? What rules are we talking here?
Anthony Rutland has asked if you could eat in one place for the rest of your life, where would it be?
I'm going Miller and Carter. Do you have
What's that?
Island? It's like a steakhouse.
No. What else is it called? Say that again?
Miller and Carter.
No.
Good
But we have a steakhouse in, well, I think it's just in Dublin, but it's called FX Buckley. Yeah. And they are a butcher's as well. And they started out as a butcher's and now they're a steakhouse.
Sounds promising, yeah.
Yeah, really good.
Miller and Carter, obviously, I don't know if I've got to pay. If it's free, otherwise I'm remortgaging my house. Everybody will eat, man. They're expensive in there. Lovely, though. Nice.
Carl Brooks has asked, what's the best TV show that you found in lockdown?
I don't really watch much TV, to be honest.
You're a YouTube man.
Yeah, I'm a YouTube man,
yeah. Kenzie Lister has asked...
Makawaka!
Who is that? Do you know who that is?
He's on Clash of the Clans with Danny Morell. He got Danny Morell in a good clan and kicked him out, cheeky bastard. What's he on?
Fucking hell. He's said, would you be willing to help Eddie Hall beat Thor, such as a spar, in brackets?
You know what, yeah? It's like them YouTube people. Like,
yeah.
It's not great. Like, I don't love it. I don't love it. It brings us an audience to boxing, and that's great. That's good. My only worry is if it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
My only worry is the safety. The kid that we're doing YouTube, probably nice kids, and it does bring fresh pair of eyes to boxing. And what is Eddie Hall against that fella? Is it safe? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe? 2 20 stone blokes. I mean, when I spar him, I'm not being funny, but he's got as much chance hitting me as I've got a fucking deadlifting 500 kilo. You know what I mean? That's top and bottom of it, and that's not being big-headed, but
no, it's accurate.
It's the truth, and I wish them both all the best of it. I hope it's a success, and I hope they're healthy and whatever else. But
I just got our 1 minute warning.
Yeah, but yeah, time flies.
That's after time flies and you're having fun. And there's so many questions. There's one question. It's from a professional MMA fighter that came in this morning. It's from Colin McClurkin. Very quickly, he's asked, would you fight in MMA? Which you've said yes, but he's also asked, when are you coming to Belfast?
I've been to Belfast a couple of years ago. I enjoyed it. Love to go again. And the MMA thing, yeah. I'm getting ready to start my jiu-jitsu training on weekends when I'm home from the gym. Going to do a bit, yeah. So yeah, I like Belfast. Belfast was good. I went for Frampton, Jackson and Fury Pianetta. I had a great time. Good.
And your new management company, MTK, do a lot of shows in Ulster Hall in Belfast. So maybe you should come over some weekends.
I won't box on the show.
Exactly.
Never say never.
Okay, 1 minute left. We're going to shut this down. Thank you so much again. That was loads of great fun. Appreciate your time as always. And you're looking and sounding great. So good to hear from you. We'll speak to you soon.
Nice one. All right, I'll see you in a bit.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.